I think further to what we've seen with the U.S. carriers, I mean there's more opportunities to kind of further leverage the partnership ecosystem on a loyalty program side to drive revenue to partners and by extension through partnerships and commissions through to the loyalty program itself. I think there's also potential to work on encouraging sustainable behaviors. So in the airline industry, particularly in Europe, there's a big focus on that. So we started this last year with the XP for SAF, which is our status currency for sustainable aviation fuel. We've seen an 800% increase in members purchasing SAF once we did that. So we really see the impact of status currency, what that has for stimulating behavior. So I think for us, it's what else can we do? What else can we do to stimulate behavior? What else can we do to encourage members to kind of engage with us in different ways that will help achieve our various goals, one of which is sustainability, one of which could be engaging with partners, one of which could be other kinds of behavior that we like to encourage. And I think that we've seen more and more of that.
Well, I think we're going to continue building on emotional loyalty. I think those meaningful moments, curated experiences are going to continue, and we're going to look at how we deepen that across our geographies, but also make it much more personalized in nature. But there is a big theme around emotional loyalty, is what I call shared loyalty. It's how you actually embark on transgenerational experiences that can gather family members or friends linked to loyalty. So loyalty up until now has been built on a single customer profile that's been rewarded based on repeat engagement with a brand. I think that the ability to share this within a community, within a family, within a household, or within a circle of friends will become, in 2024, a big theme. I think another aspect that's going to be big is going to be the creation of ecosystems of partners that are going to be building integrated customer journeys. And so that you have a set of partners that are going to be rewarding you beyond a singular way of being rewarded. And the last part that I think is big and is going to continue to make much more material and tangible sense is how we at Accor, but also within Accor Live Limitless, but also in the travel industry in general, support our clients to make more sustainable choices.
Well, I think I have been very consistent, even if I recall correctly from my words of last year, that the industry, the loyalty industry at least, has a lot of opportunities. Specifically for me, from an aviation industry, I think there continues to be opportunity to develop or to advance the concept of the platform economy and how loyalty can be part of this platform ecosystem of having more merchants to the accrual side and more merchants to the redemption side, right? And I say this in particularly in the last year or two in the aviation industry, where capacity in terms of flights, in terms of seats, have been quite restricted. So if you were sitting on a fair number of points or miles, you would have found it difficult perhaps to redeem your points. And that stresses, in my view, the importance of the ability to accrue, but importantly to redeem on a non-flight basis, given that, as I said, the capacity environment was quite tight. Now, going forward, I believe we will continue to see a graduated return of capacity to the industry, given that there are aircraft delivery delays, given that there are engine problems. So capacity will continue to be coming back to the market on a calibrated basis because of supply chains and structural challenges. So to that extent, redemption opportunities will be a challenge. And therefore, if a customer has the ability to redeem outside or on a non-flight platform or non-flight basis, I think that's something that the industry needs to continue to develop, right? So that I think is an important aspect of this platform economy that I refer to, by looking at your accrual opportunities, looking at your redemption opportunities on a non-flight basis. And so we know that this has been going on for some time. It's taking a different, it's evolving as a different dimension of loyalty to accommodate the non-flight opportunities. And we saw that more particularly during the COVID years, when customers or members of FFP were given the opportunity to earn status as well as bonus points on a non-flight basis, because there were no flights flying at the time. And so taking that away, just by snatching it away, is going to leave a big hole, as it were, in the experience or loyalty experience for many customers. So I think, to me, the opportunity continues to be available from a broader macro perspective of what loyalty programs can be part of, and that's the platform economy. Second, I continue to be a great believer of developing the loyalty program on the basis of more gamification focus. We know that this is happening in many other sectors, many other industries, but the airline, I think, the airline industry has some headroom, has some, runway left in terms of looking at gamification opportunities. And in a world of instant gratification, I think gamification is a very important component of how we generate and retain loyalty in an FFP, in a frequent flyer program of an airline.
Programs have finally downgraded members again. For us, it's the first time in 5 years. Other programs started it last year and they're continuing. And that has, I would say, two important aspects to it. One is, they're reestablishing the integrity of their program design and making sure that members who are achieving specific tier criteria are being recognized accordingly. That's very important for any program, and I'm glad that we're kind of getting back to that. But it also means that, there's a large group of travelers and previous road warriors who are up for grabs. And so there's still this dating pool where programs should be trying to attract new members, which everyone's already doing. But the idea is there's still an appetite out there for people to find a program that most aligns to their current needs. And it's I think everyone's aware that, whoever your customer was pre-pandemic is probably very different than who they are today. And their behavior and their frequency and length of stay, all of those are variable and have changed. But they're still up for grabs. And so that was the case this past year in 2023. For 2024, I think very much it's still there, but even more so because they've now been officially downgraded. And so they might have been still considering their previous program because they had a status. And so that couple of times they were traveling, maybe they still chose them. If they no longer have that status, they probably have even more diminished loyalty. So they're more apt to be trying something new. So I think everyone's still going to be trying to grab for new customers, and that's an opportunity that people are still open, and that your program can be trying to appeal to those audiences.
There are many other loyalty programs being initiated in different sectors. So in 2024, we will have different options in terms of partnership. We will take advantage for these new loyalty programs, and also they can take advantage from Bol. So there will be many opportunities to create new partnerships into 2024.
One of the biggest opportunities, I believe that could be also for EmCan and the industry as well, is understanding and creating new partnerships and coalitions within different sectors. That will give great value to every customer in different loyalty program to utilize or use his currency as he wish. So that will give many customer reasons to be always part of your brand, because he will see different horizons working with your brand that will give him different opportunities with others.
Biggest opportunities is to continue the work that we were doing before the pandemic in the area of seamless travel, specifically of seamless travel. So we operate at the intersection of customer experience, the design of certain products and services for the collective benefit of the alliance, intersecting with technology. We have a quite, I would say, leading edge position in that space, and on the road towards retailing, on the road towards offer and order, on the road towards one order, we are doing things in the areas, for example, of check-in, in the areas, for example, of ancillaries, starting with seats, in the areas of flight operation, flight information, so notifications, and also in the area of loyalty as well, because we have some projects that we want to carry out there, and in the area of bags.
We see the effect of it internally and externally, specifically for Turkish Airlines. As you know, it's flag carrier, and Turkish Airlines is really huge company. Today, Turkish Airlines flies 129 countries. So in next year, we feel that Turkish Airlines actually done its Turkish Airlines role, and now actually Miles and Smiles will be on stage, because we will call dispatch passengers again and again with the loyalty effect. But as you explained to you, it will be not related with only accrual and redemption. We should do something much more specific and much more special to our members. As you know, each loyalty program has have tiers, like we have today Classic, Classic Plus, Elite and Elite Plus tiers. But just the tiers related with reports. We know our members individually, and we are trying to do some new experiences, hopefully priceless experiences to our members, to call them to our new Turkish Airlines flights, because it will not be happen only frequency and the destinations. It will be happen in with loyalty effects and Miles and Smiles effects.